Hello guys, a bit earlier than usual. I've got a busy day today, so I just wanted to try and get this live Q&A in a bit earlier and make sure that we don't miss it. I think I was a day late last week, so we can't always stick to plan, but it's one of those weeks or months, isn't it, at the moment? You know, we're in the new year, things are usually positive this time of year, we're all on track for our health and fitness goals and things are going great. But we also know that it's a massive change up to our usual routine. And I know for a fact that a lot of people will probably be feeling a lot lonelier than usual, very isolated from our friends and families, and that can obviously lead to us feeling down, and sometimes the weather doesn't help. You think back to lockdown 1, it was sunny, we didn't mind sitting in the gardens on our own catching some rays, but now we're sort of stuck indoors, it's raining, it's miserable, and we can often feel quite lonely and isolated. So there's 8 things I want you to try and do. If you're having a bit of a lonely day or a lonely week and things are just generally getting you down, there's a few exercises here that I want you to try that I've written down for you guys. So and I hope it helps. So give some of these a go. You don't have to do all of them. I apologize for any noise you hear in the background. That's one of our live coach sessions happening downstairs on Zoom. So I'll try and speak up a bit. So tip number 1 is don't fall back to bad habits. So if you've started this year with good intentions of being healthier, reducing alcohol in the week, not smoking, try not to go back to those bad habits, because you know for a fact that it's only going to make you feel worse. You don't get anything positive out of going back to bad habits, especially if you start done so well. We are into week 5, week 6 of the year. So don't go back into old ways. If you've set yourself a New Year's resolution, try and stick to it. So that's my first tip for you. Second one is to know what you can control. So in other words, don't get hung up and don't get upset about the things that are out of our control right now. There's so much going on that we can't control. So try and think about what are those things that you are in control of. Is it the amount of exercise you're doing? Is it what you're putting into your body? So focus your time and energy onto the things that you can control, not the things that you can't, and that's going to massively help your mood. The third one is reach out to your support network. So I know you can't see as many people physically as you would like, but maybe make that extra step to have a phone call with a distant relative or a friend that you've not spoken to for a while, and just get someone on the same wavelength as you that also might be feeling the same. You might have a friend that lives abroad, at home, stuck indoors, not working, whatever. So pick up the phone, drop them a message and have a conversation with someone else, because that's going to really help you lift your mood a little bit and know that you're not alone. Get creative is tip number 4. So it's proven to boost your energy levels and creativity levels by cooking, by painting, by maybe doing some drawing. Our little ones now and again will do a bit of painting at home. I'll pick up the brush and paper and I'll do it with them, and I can get really into it, and I'm sure you'll agree as well. So just try and get creative, and that keeps your mind occupied. Again, positive outcome by the end of it. Number 5 is to go outside. So we know that fresh air and getting outside and moving more releases endorphins. So make the effort to get outside every single day, even if it's just for 20 minutes, half an hour, walk around the park, walk around the block, whatever it is, on your own with your family. Get outside and release those endorphins. If the sun comes out this afternoon, even better, get some healthy vitamin D in there and you'll feel 10 times better straight away. Number 6, keep a routine. So again, I like to include exercise as an example. So if you're in the habit now of getting up at 7, half 7, getting the kids sorted, whatever, having breakfast, doing your exercise at 8:30, 10, or going and walking the dog, or whatever it is, lunch is a set time, dinner's a set time, keeping a routine will just help keep you focused on the day-to-day, and including things into that routine, like that moment of creativity, that hour you're going to spend playing with the children at that time, or whatever it's going to be. Try and get into a routine, because that will help keep the brain going strong. Keep off social media would be number 7. So trying to keep off social media. I know it sounds a bit contradictory. I'm using Facebook and YouTube and whatever it is you're watching this on to connect with you guys, but that's for a reason. It serves a purpose. I wouldn't usually just scroll through pointlessly, maybe in the mornings to help my brain wake up, but trying to keep off social media, because there's so much negativity on there, so much negativity in the news. The headlines are always negative. So looking at all that is just going to get you down even more. So try and stay off social media. Look at your, most phones now will track how many hours you've been on social media every day. Make it a target or a challenge. Again, we talk about setting challenges all the time. Set a goal that you're going to reduce your amount of time on social media each day, especially if you are in between homeschooling or whatever it is that you're doing and you're finding you're just pointlessly scrolling. We all do it. We pointlessly scroll. What are we looking for? We don't even know. We can't even answer that question. It's actually a really lonely thing to do without even knowing it. You think you're socializing, you're not. Pick up the phone, speak to someone instead is much more beneficial. And breathing. So breathing reduces anxiety. So whether that's a natural breathing technique, and you can YouTube a breathing technique video, or exercising, because it encourages you to breathe more, which will reduce anxiety. And again, you'll release the endorphins and you'll generally just feel so much better. So I hope that helps. If you're having a bit of a lonely day and this is sort of helping you, look at the positives in every situation is what we try and say. It's not always easy, but we do let it get us down now and again. It always gets on top and builds up to the point where we want to erupt. So try some of these techniques. So point 8, just to reiterate, don't fall back to bad habits was number 1. Number 2, know what you can control and what you can't, and control the things you can. Don't worry about the things that you can't, because there's just no point. It's wasted energy. Number 3, reach out to your support network. So speak to family and friends, get on the phone, text them, because they're probably in a similar position to yourselves. Number 4, get creative. So maybe think about some cooking or doing something with the children or loved ones, painting, drawing, whatever it is that you want to do there. Get something positive out of the situation. Number 5, get outside. 100% set a time that you're going to get outside today, whether it's before dinner, after lunch, whatever. Number 6, get a routine and stick to it, and do that daily. Try and get yourself something so you're sticking to it every day. And number 7 was keep off social media. Explain the benefits of that. And number 8, breathing. So I hope that helps. And if you're going to try some of these today to help turn your mood around, please let me know in the comments. And stay positive, guys. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you all soon.